Florals can be pretty, but there's always death and decay. Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of The Fragrantician. We're here on my channel. If you're not ordinary and you're extraordinary, you've clicked on to the right channel. So in today's video, I'm talking about 10 ultimate floral Gothic scents, including the Queen herself, Rose. Rose in scents can be bright, can be uplifting, can be green, can be fresh, but also can be deep, dark, romantic, and have a lot of soul. So the first scent I'm going to talk about is probably one of the ultimate floral rose Gothic scents, which is Portrait of a Lady. This in her glory, to me, is a perfect Gothic floral rose with raspberry, some spice. It's a brooding scent. To me, this conjures up a thunderstorm waiting in the air, waiting for the anticipation. I feel I'm stood by the sea and the air feels electric when I wear this. This is a powerful rose scent, a cult, revered, niche scent by Dominique Ripion, a master perfumer. This has been going for several years now and it has a huge following. If you want to smell like a deep, brooding Gothic rose that has rose with burning embers, and you know when something is burning and it conjures up this almost ashen electric smoke. It's hard to describe. I've had so many compliments wearing this. To me, this is a queen of queens when it comes to a dark Gothic romantic rose scent. It evokes sensuality, it evokes everything in a person that has this magical feel of a rose. It's a red rose. It's not a white rose, it's not a pink rose. It's a red, deep red rose with a touch of raspberry and spices, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I had to start with Portrait of a Lady. Fantastic longevity, fantastic scent trail. Do you love Portrait of a Lady? Let's move on to Death and Decay. Now, this does not smell like Death and Decay. To me, I smell jasmine, lily, and ylang ylang in this. It's reminiscent of funeral parlours. It's meant to be by Lush Scents, as you can see here. It has this almost slight sweetness from the tonka bean in there as well. Almost slight almondy smell to it, which gives it this semi-sweetness. Such a beautiful, intoxicating scent. Could easily be a signature scent for somebody. Has moderate sillage and moderate projection. This is, the name conjures up Gothicness, Gothic realness. I feel I want to just spread my wings and fly and evoke feelings of a new soul, of a new beginnings. This scent is new beginnings. This is not just death, but it is a new beginning in a bottle as well. How can you tell from a bottle, you say, but it's quite an intoxicating scent, I feel. It is beautiful. Death and decay. The next one I'm going to talk about is what I call my magical fairies and imps, but it has this, I don't know, there's a scene in the film from The Boyfriend starring Twiggy, and she's dressed up. She's dreaming and she's dressed up, and I imagine her wearing this scent, an A&A by Cacharel. This is prancing in the fields. It's conjuring up a ritual almost. This conjures up a ritual of happiness, but I feel like you're laying somebody to rest and their soul awakens. This is purple and white florals and spiciness again. Oak moss, little bit of sandalwood. It's a strong scent, and this is a vintage formula, a strong, powerful Gothic scent. And it deserves to be in a Hall of Fame for Gothic floral magicalness, an A&A by Cacharel. If you're looking for if you're looking for a lily of the valley scent, but a different kind of lily of the valley, I would go, and I've said this before, for Carillon pour un ange by Tower Scents. This is the most greenest lily of the valley. It's slightly malevolent, slightly, well, it's ever so dark, this scent, ever so dark. This is probably, this and the two other scents in this collection is so dark. This, I wouldn't say this is a signature scent. Well, it could be a signature scent. Any of these could be. But this is almost verging on, teetering on the edge of darkness. And do you want to go any further into that darkness where there is light? It actually is almost a very spiritual, grounding scent at the same time with that lily of the valley, but it's that mossiness and greenness, and it's stunning, absolutely stunning, classic, discontinued Carillon pour un ange by Tower Scents. Another rose scent, but we're talking about this strange, otherworldly rose. If rose was from another planet, it would be by January Scents, Smolder Rose. This is a smouldering rose, but it has this kind of almost aquatic seaweed note in with it, which is if roses could grow in the sea, under the sea, in another world, this would be it. I'm going to spray a little bit, actually. This is the only scent I have by January Scents. And this was, well, she knows who she is. Tammy Loves Fragrance. She spoke about this. And yes, it's that almost, it's a rose that has been doused with salty seawater. And almost mermaid. If mermaids were to wear a rose, it would be this. Mermaids from another world, which I do believe in. That's what I believe anyway. Yes. January scents, Smolder Rose. Very deep, very gothic, very different. It has such a twist on a rose scent. Let's talk a twist on orange blossom, which is one of my signature scents. Serge Lutens Fleur d'Oranger. Because this is mixed with a little bit of hibiscus and rose, but cumin to give some spiciness. My all year round orange blossom, but it's a gothic orange blossom, not for everybody. You know, I do the unusual. You know, I do the scents that have an appeal to some and will make others recoil, which is fine. Let's be those people that the people will recoil to, because let's just be unique. Let's just be different. Everybody is unique, but these scents are so unique and not for the faint of heart. No, none of them. Well, maybe one of them, maybe one or two, but the rest isn't really. Definitely is not this Fleur d'Oranger. This, to me, I would wear at Christmas, and I did wear at Christmas year before last as a Christmas Day scent. But the citruses open up, but then it goes into that beautiful orange blossom, almost forest-like, wood-like, as well, with the spiciness of the cumin. I adore it. And this is a reformulated version, and I'm happy with it. Serge Lutens Fleur d'Oranger. Let's go to another rose, shall we? Let's go to the Boudoir Gothic Rose, Argent Provocateur by L'Argent. This is an earthy rose, leathery rose, like the leather. This is Vivienne Westwood Boudoir. Well, I don't think it's her son that had this fragrance company. This is, or a relative that did, but this is Boudoir Rose. This is Chypre Rose. This is In Your Face Rose. This is rose with powdery rose with the mossiness and the patchouli and the earthiness. It's not fresh at all. Again, it's a deep rose. It's a mysterious rose. It's a femme fatale rose. Argent Provocateur by L'Argent. Let's move on, shall we, to the last three scents. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 3 scents and a body spray. So let's talk about the next ones are both violet ones. Let's talk about the classic violet with anise and licorice. But I love this violet scent by Lolita Lempicka, the original Lolita Lempicka. This is fairy tale gothic. I always think of Lizzie Rosen-Jones, her channel, when I think of this. This is the only one I have from Lolita Lempicka. I've toyed with Minuit Song, and there's also not the Eau de Toilette. There is another version of this that I've toyed with getting, but I'm satisfied with it. This is maybe a wearable gothic rose for some. It's not too harsh with the violet, because violet can be quite harsh if it's not done, if it's done in a certain way, but mixed with that anise and licorice and ivy in as well, it gives this slightly green but sweet, slightly light, but ever so little bit dark, playful. It's a playful gothic scent. It's a whimsical gothic scent. It's, to me, it's a kind of like a Wizard of the Oz style scent. It's what Judy Garland would wear in that film, I feel. And also, I think, I don't know why, I think the Scarecrow in that film would wear that as well. I don't know why, I just conjures up, it's so befitting to him in that film. Lolita Lempicka, the original one by Lolita Lempicka. Let's move on to another violet scent, but to me, it's got a bit of iris in it as well. So it's an iris and violet and suede. Tom Ford, Violet Blonde. It's glamorous goth. It's going out to the opera in the evening goth. It's going out to see a big awards and you're on the red carpet goth scent. It's a very understated scent, but it has presence at the same time. But the suede in this gives it this textural feel to it. It's like violets on suede with a little bit of powderiness, a bit of lipstick feel to it as well. Quite a vintage kind of scent, sadly discontinued. I could easily see Hedy Lamarr wearing this kind of the scent in the 1940s. It has that kind of feel to it. You don't have to be blonde to wear this. The nails go with this scent, I think. Tom Ford Violet Blonde, hugely magical, hugely gothic, and hugely glamorous as well. So let's move on to the final one, which is a jasmine scent. And it's not Lust by Lush, but it's Fils de Joie by Serge Lutens. And I've chosen this one because it's got that sweet honey, but it's got the jasmine in there, the night blooming jasmine. My vampiric, my vampire kind of scent. You know, I call it my Greek island vampire scent. It's the night blooming jasmine is very different to just normal jasmine in the sense whereas it's so strong and potent, but I feel there's drips of honey coming down the sides of the stems. That's the sap. The sap has that sweetness to it, that honeyed floral, that decaying floral that jasmine, night blooming jasmine can have. Oh, eye roll. It is Fils de Joie, a joyous night blooming jasmine. And I'm just going to talk about this body spray that you can spray over any of these rose scents that I've talked about if you want to amp up the rose. And it's so affordable and lovely. And it gives a vintagey goth feel to it. And that is Bath and Body Works Champagne Rose. If you want to add some more sweetness, you think the rose is quite maybe just too dark for you, or you want to just add this to any rose scent or any floral scent, oh my gosh, over the smolder rose, it actually transforms it into this slightly sweeter rose. Whereas before it was this damp, dank rose that is smouldering. It's kind of like the little sister, you know, the baby sister that's following the footsteps of the big sister in smouldering rose. Beautiful champagne rose, and I don't know what the notes are. Obviously, it has this champagne note, which gives it this fizziness, bubbliness. But then the rose is that classic rose, and over any of the floral scents that I've talked about here, if you want to give a little bit of vavavoom and still give it this romantic gothicness, it gives slightly more romance to the scent, I believe. Champagne rose, fine fragrance mist, delicate and graceful as it says, but still has some vavavoom. My 10 floral, gothic, romantic, including rose scents. What are yours? Comment down below. I want to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers, and recently I did a live. I will be doing another one Sunday, very special live. Very good content idea that I've come up with that I think you will love. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody for supporting my channel and to my new subscribers here who have maybe clicked on, but also to my existing subscribers, thank you for supporting my channel. Until next time, always remember my slogan is spray with gay abandon. Remember, you can change your scent if somebody doesn't like it, but they can't necessarily change their attitude or their opinion. But you can, so make the change. Till next time, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, my little chicken.